odcinku do Mamira znajdziemy oficera Azadii, który znajduje się prawdopodobnie gdzieś na Starówce. Dobra. Mapa, gdzie my jesteśmy. Ach, no tak, my jesteśmy na Starówce.
He's guarding the door to that house. This must be where that Azadii officer meets his girl. I need to find a way to get him away from the door.
Dobra. No to cóż. Tutaj żadnego sposobu nie znajdziemy. Wydaje mi się, że musimy po prostu, nie wiem, kupić coś na targu.
This stuff is similar to our black powder, except it burns longer and slower. It's a potent explosive that can act as a propellant for both muskets and fire flowers.
Hey!
Beep!
Did you find that turncoat you were looking for?
I did, thanks to you.
Did you kill him?
I did not. He's in our custody.
You should kill him. He's a traitor.
Well, sometimes even traitors deserve second chances.
Really? Huh. Are you on another mission?
Perhaps. I'm sorry, boy, but I'm quite busy.
Let me help.
The boy might prove useful, but I don't know how yet. I won't put him in any more danger than the boy might prove. I don't need help right now, but I'll let you know when I do.
Sure. It's not like I have anything better to do.
Dobra.
Your exact orders.
There aren't a lot of stalls open here. Maybe because it's late. Maybe business is slower these days. Or maybe the other vendors have been arrested.
What are you doing, friend? Are you stealing from me? Surely you're no thief, a tall, strapping fellow like yourself. What can I do for you, friend? Would you care for a tasty sandwich?
Your sign says sandwiches and fire flowers.
Ah, yes. Used to be I made the best fire flowers in Old Town. Spectacular things that lit up the night sky. Sparklers and illuminations, crackers and flyers. But no more, I'm afraid. Alchemy apparently falls under the definition of magic these days and is therefore strictly forbidden. I can make you a savoury sandwich though. Guaranteed sand and witch free.
I've seen fireworks in the past. They're spectacular. I'd like to buy one of your fire flowers.
Can't help you with that, I'm afraid. The Azadii have banned the use of illuminations, crackers, sparklers and flyers. Any and all alchemy.
How about the ingredients? I would only need some of your powders and...
My hands are tied, friend. Or at least they will be if I sell you any of my alchemic powders and potions. The orders are quite clear. There's to be no trade of any sort in magical items. In fact, I should probably clear away those chemicals later today. This place is flush with thieves and mendicants. Can I tempt you with a savoury sandwich?
I'll have one of your sandwiches.
Brilliant! Step right over here, friend, to my sandwiching table. Now, will that be on fried flatbread, steamed yeast bun, or a baked grain roll?
What was that again? I'm quite sure this is... I really have no idea. I'm quite sure this is... What was that again? Steamed bun.
Yeasty bottom... Oh, I mean, bun steam yeast... Balance. Steamed yeast bun coming up.
Boże.
Hey, what are you doing? Oh, good, you're back. Now, stay still while I prepare your sandwich. Now, meat. Today I have a cured elguan, pickled saltwater snapjaw, and kitten carpaccio.
We sometimes had boiled elguin in Friar's Keep. It tasted like footwear, and no matter how long or hard you chewed, the meat would never yield. Kitten? One bite from a fully grown saltwater snapjaw means a painful and prolonged death for the victim. What are my chances with the pickled snapjaw?
Fair to good. The brine dilutes the poison. Most experience few to no side effects. Deaths are very rare. Mind you, the excessive salt might cause organ failure over time, but I've had no complaints so far.
How many have you sold?
This would be my first.
Goddess. Fine.
Kurczę.
And just a dash of this and a dash of that and some of this and a bit of that. You better be hungry.
Kłód
You better not be
kukurydza,
fat, the sandwich
marchewka,
makers
coś na
like
wzór
How
ziemniaka.
about some fermented moon seeds with that?
That does not sound particular. Anything to keep her distracted? Yes, please.
Splendid.
Something to tide you over before tea. A midnight snack. Early breakfast.
To już rozumiem. Naszego bipa wykorzystamy, żeby tam podbierał składniki.
Sunny side gets cheese and the other one gets meat. A sandwich maker's craft is something feet.
Tasty morsels.
Oh, would you like some crispy bitter leaf?
Anything to keep her distracted? Yes, please.
Splendid.
Smakowita kanapka, po której nie będzie zgonów. Znaczy, zgony są rzadkie i pierwsza kanapka, którą sprzedał, ale dobra. Zaufam, w końcu to jest kanapkodziejka, która jechała przed chwilą na Michaela Jacksona. Prawie że.
And some of this and a bit of that. You better be hungry, you better not be fed. The sandwich maker's knife is cutting up your bread. Right, here we are, as ordered. Mostly. I had to make a few alterations. Remember to chew well.
Mogę ją dać bipowi i zjeść? Bip,
table's always open, day and night.
jesteś może głodny? Dobra, nie jesteś głodny.
In Sadir, these things are called champions. They're often sold outside temples, military barracks and schools.
Wygląda troszkę jak kamień. To taki stresher X-ów do, że tak powiem, skrobania. Troszkę jak taka zawinięta kanapka w papier.
I've got the non-magical
No dobra.
medicines your body needs.
Bib nie chce jeść, także nie trójmy go.
Have you changed your mind? Do you want my help now?
Oczywiście.
I might actually tell. You want to help,
Yeah.
even if it's dangerous?
What do you think?
What do you know about fireworks?
You mean fire flowers? I know everything. My father makes Bakshivan candles for the festival of turning every year.
Fine. Follow me.
Yes!
Dobra, Bib, złaś fontanny, już. Dobra, zapisała nam się,
I've
widzę.
got tasty sandwiches.
O, widzicie, możemy wtedy jak tym naszym robocikiem wziąć i go posłać tam, dobra. Ale skancelujmy to. Chodź tu, kanapkodziejko.
Hello again, friend. Hungry? Peckish? Hankering for a savoury sandwich?
Even if I'll have one of your sandwiches.
Brilliant! Step right over here, friend, to my sandwiching table. Sunny side gets cheese, and the other one gets meat. A sandwich maker's craft is, something feet.
Something to tide you over before
Dobra, czyli musimy ją ogarnąć.
A dash of pungent oxy topping, yes or no?
Anything?
Tak.
Yes, please.
Splendid.
Quickly, grab those ingredients.
Can do.
morsels.
Right, here we are, as ordered. Mostly. Remember to if not,
Dobra. Bip.
Exotic oils, foreign herbs, soothing salves, ointments.
Bip. A jeszcze po las.
I
How was that?
That was perfect. But remember, stealing is wrong.
You told me to steal.
In this case, it was justified. But don't steal. You'll lose a hand or your head.
Here's the stuff.
Żabi skrzek. Woskowa papierowa tuba.
Magical medicines your body needs.
Irchadiański popiół.
No sorcery.
Karmazynowy napar. Petunia.
Exotic
Esencja z
oils,
robaczków świętojańskich.
soothing salves.
You said your father taught you how to make fire flowers.
Well, sort of. He made Bakshivan candles, and I watched him make them, but he never let me do it myself. Said it might blow my fingers off or burn my eyes out, but I can give you instructions.
Fair enough. What do I do first?
First, make the glowy balls. I don't know exactly how to make the glowy balls, but when my dad did it, the balls came out all glowy.
And licensed. No sorcery.
To już wiemy jak. Esencja z robaczków świętojańskich i żabi skrzek.
Good. Now I need to make the fire powder somehow. My father was never too clear on how that part's done. All I
Popiół
know is that it's powder that went psst when it was lit.
i napar.
All that's left is to combine all the ingredients in a tube. That should be easy, right? You start with the fire powder at the bottom, and then the glowy balls on top, until the tube is full. That looks okay. I'm not sure how well it's going to work, but there's only one way to find out.
Thanks. Exotic oils, foreign herbs, soothing salves, ointments.
It's a working fire flower. A Bakshivan candle.
Czajcie, jest środek nawet, fajnie.
I've got the
Wow, to wygląda tak... Szczerze to mi się kojarzy, nie wiem, z chińskim Nowym Rokiem. Takie złoto-czerwień te barwy. Ej, właśnie! Bip! Chcesz kanapeczkę?
For me? What's in it? It's not fish eggs, is it? I hate fish eggs. This is good. This is great. What is this? I don't care. It's awesome. Thank you. I haven't been this full since the last time Mum made me dinner.
Feeding the Young. Odblokowano osiągnięcie. To było ukryte osiągnięcie, lol. Ja wiedziałam, że ta kanapka nie jest bez powodu w ekwipunku. I już wcześniej planowałem Bipowi dać tą kanapkę, ale coś nie chciał jej. Ale teraz już zjadł. No... Ja chociaż tak mogłem mu się odpłacić. No dla mnie pomógł mi tyle, narażał się tą kradzieżą tych składników. No. Wow, także super. Znaczy... No tak naprawdę to była jedyna osoba, z którą mi przyszło na myśl skombinować kanapkę, no bo... Dobra. Tak szczerze to co? No to... No to Katy Perry, dziej się proszę, firework. Halo?
The boy reminds me a lot of myself at that age. Orphaned, a street urchin living hand to mouth. Boy, try and distract that guard away from the door.
Hey, you got it. I bet you can't catch me.
Scram, you little shit.
Here you go, boy. Now don't light this before I tell you to.
Oh man! I'll be careful, I promise. I can't wait to see how this one burns.
Use the fireworks to distract the guard away from that door.
Yes, yes. Hey, hey! Check this out. Too slow.
Ta muzyka jak się odpaliła. Hej, popatrz! Jak to dynamitę pewnie włośnie. Dziecko, co robisz? Dawaj mi to.
What in Shadow's name are you?
O,
Apostle! You're dead!
He won't hurt you again, child. I promise. Leave. Do not come back.
ale dostał bułę. Aż mu się ręka w tekstury ziemi wtopi, a znaczy no budynku, podłogę tam. O jakiego liścia. Aż tekstury widziałem.
My head's hurting. Why is my... What's happening? Who are you? Where's Ramin? Why am I tied? Alvani. You're not dead. How in Shadow's name? I'll pay you. I'll make you wealthy. I'll get you a pardon from the tower and...
Shut your mouth. I need information.
What do you mean by
If
that?
you speak out of turn again, I'll cut off your dick and shove it down your throat. The raid tonight.
I don't know anything about a raid.
Co wybrali inni gracze?
He will lie. Unless I show him what happens when he does. Unless I cause him pain. I cannot justify torture. I'll have to convince him to talk to me and trust that he reveals the truth.
Dobra, czyli większość ludzi go zastraszyła i...
He will lie. Unless I show him what happens when he does. Unless I cannot... He will lie. Unless I show him what happens when he does. Unless I cause him pain.
No, w sumie go zastraszymy, może nam nie powiedzieć. Tortury mogą już być skuteczne, ale może się wkurwić i nas zdradzić. A, nie jestem z tego nigdy dobry. Dobra, wybraliśmy drogę nie zabijać, niby to go weźmy, zastraszmy go, retorycznie go.
I cannot...
Równowaga się odmieniła, mam nadzieję, że na dobre chociaż.
You believe you have more to lose by speaking to me. You're wrong. You've been consorting with a magical, a Dolmari, a child. You know the punishment for even one of those crimes is execution. All three. They will make an example of you. They'll string you up in the tower square. They'll sever your genitals, gouge your eyes out, dip your feet in molten metal. They'll make you suffer unbearable agony. You will plead for death. And death will come, but slowly. Slowly. Tell me what you know, or the tower will learn of your crimes.
There will be a raid in the Magic Ghetto before the sun rises tomorrow. I'm not part of it. I haven't been in the meetings, I don't know the details, but they plan to root out the rebels and the collaborators hiding in Old Town. Some they'll exile to the islands, others they'll kill. As punishment for siding with the resistance, as a warning to others. That's all I know. I swear to it on my mother's office.
Let's go over this again. Tell me everything you know.
Please, don't kill me. I won't tell anyone about this, about you. I can't. They'll execute me. I'll do anything. I'll spy for you. I'll feed you information from inside the tower. Just spare me. Please. For the love of the goddess, I beg you.
Szczerze, ja nawet więcej ja wybiorę. Oszczędzimy go, zabijać go nie będziemy. No bo czy ja wybrałem, także... No, nawet tamtego oszczędziłem typa, no. O, widzę, że ludzi mało zabija. Kuszą mnie strasznie te wszystkie wybory.
Lose if he reveals what happens here. But I can't risk it. and his crimes are too grave. There's always a risk that he will reveal what happened here. But if I spare his life, he could be of value to us.
Kurczę, teraz mi i tak kusi, żeby go oszczędzić.
There's always a risk that he will reveal what happened
Dobra.
here.
Proszę, równowago, nie miej mnie w dupce, proszę cię.
Betray me, and the tower will know what you did. Even if they spare your life, I will find you, and I will make you pay.
Yes, yes! I swear on the first mountain. I won't speak a word of this. I'll give you all the information I come across, everything.
You'll return to this place every week to meet an agent of ours. Your guard will believe you still visit your girl.
Of course, Apostle. Thank you.
Shut up before I cut your tongue from your mouth. I'll release you now, but you'll stay here until your guard knocks on the door. We'll know the instant you break your oath.
No kusiło mnie, żeby go zabić. Zresztą nawet większość się pewnie wkurzy o to, że go nie zabiłem. Ten cały nasz niedolmari. Tyren, o. Tak? Jeśli niedobrze nie posrałem, to ten niebieski tyren, no. Chyba tyreni. Już nie wiem, jest tu tyle tych ras, że mnie to aż zadziwia. Beep. Hello, beep. Bebop.
Where's the guard?
He's in a mud cellar, stuck to his knees in Elgwyn dung. He'll be busy for a while.
You did good, Bib.
What happened in there? Did you get what you needed?
I did. Listen, you can't stay here in Old Town. The Azadii are coming.
I'm not afraid of the Azadii.
Nevertheless, you need to leave. I'll bring you to the Enclave, and you'll be safe with...
I'm not going anywhere. This is where I live. What if my parents come back? They'll be looking for me.
You're not safe here. I'm sure your parents would be happier knowing you're with us.
You just want to put me in an orphanage.
Wait. Shadow. Children.
No dobra. Wiem, że ten tyren się wkurzy. To na pewno. Bo on jest taki... revenge, taki no, jakby to określić, no. Zabić wszystkich w imię rebelii. Takie zero dyplomacji.
The general is asking questions.
I've heard. We must find Kian before...
I'll make sure Harmy's attentions are directed elsewhere. Tonight's raid on the Magic Ghetto will be a good start.
What did he say?
The general tells me that my men are sticking to the story, but that some of the prisoners are spreading rumors. It's of little concern. They will not live to see another interview.
And arouse more suspicion? Don't be a fool, Vermon.
Don't ever call me a fool.
Then try not to act like one. Who else did he speak with?
The warden.
What? I thought you were taking care of that problem.
You're the one who worries about arousing suspicion. I couldn't simply have him executed. There are laws.
And now the general has a witness.
An infidel's testimony can never be used against Trueborn.
But his words can fuel further investigations.
The general will soon have other matters to concern himself with. We're stepping up the deportations and we're close to completing the machine. After that, Kian's death will be low on his list of priorities.
And in the meantime, the general is pursuing leads.
Like I said, tonight's raid will distract him.
How so?
Because it won't go well. The rebels will strike. Many of his men will die, our forces will be on high alert, and, as Supreme Commander, it'll be Harmy's job to clean up.
He will blame you.
And I will take responsibility. And action. There will be little time for his investigations. By the time the situation is under control again, other matters will have taken precedence. We will keep the General's attentions elsewhere until our mission here is done. And then, no one
will challenge us. I hope you're right.
I always am. Come here.
This is not the time for...
I'm as hard as Nigali steel.
This is exactly the time.
Coś czuję, że to było... Że no byli na play, no. Właśnie nasze cele, halo. Gdzie to? J, K, H? Nie, biblioteka postaci nie, dziękuję. H, L, H. No halo, cele, halo, no. No dobra, najwyraźniej nie mamy, Jezus Maria.
I apologize for being late, but I have important...
Every minute wasted could mean lives lost. Anu, can you tell us what you've learned?
Not a whole lot. No one's talking. There's not even a whisper of a raid. I'm starting to think maybe Ulvik's loose-lipped, drunken Azadii was merely a braggart. Also, merely a braggart? I've been around you guys too long. I'm starting to speak like a sullen warrior.
I went looking for our people in Old Town. They're standing by for my word. I don't want to pull them out of the city until we know for sure what's happening. Let's hope for their sake Anu's right, and there's no raid tonight.
The raid is taking place, just before sunrise. We still have several hours.
How did you come up?
Hey, Big Blue, let him speak.
The plan is to arrest as many magicals as possible, along with rebel sympathizers. It's a show of strength. They want us to be scared.
Where did you get this information, Kian?
From a trusted source. I met her here before we...
Mystery Woman, I remember Mystery Woman. Well, I remember you talking about Mystery Woman. She's a friend of Ulvik's, right? We can definitely trust her.
She told me about an Azadii officer who visits with an underage Dalmari girl. And she told me where to find him.
He was with a child? That's sick.
And did you find him?
I did. He told me that this will be their biggest raid on the ghetto so far. Given his rank and the precariousness of his situation, I believe him.
How did you get him to talk?
When he understood his predicament, he was perfectly willing to spill his guts.
I don't know.
Seriously? I mean, I'd much rather trust Kian's source than mine.
What if this source of yours is playing you for a fool? What if it's bait, meant to draw us out and distract us?
No Azadii would commit a mortal crime in order to set a trap. His soul is damned to the shadow for eternity.
I think we should listen...
Maybe your information is trustworthy, Kian, but I'm not willing to bet our position in Old Town on it. We'll tell our people to be vigilant. If there is a raid, at least they'll be forewarned.
You're making a mistake.
We'll know soon enough, Azadii.
Where's the officer now?
I let him go. He might prove a valuable asset in the future.
Will he not simply go straight to his masters?
I have information that would lead to his execution. Should his commanders learn the truth, he'll keep his silence.
But you let a child molester walk free. Was that because he's one of yours? And because the Dalmari girl is just another filthy magical? I won't soon forget this insult, Azadii.
For what it's worth, Kian, I think you did the right thing. I mean, he deserves punishment for what he did to the girl, but to have a source inside the tower? This could change everything.
It's time we headed back to the Enclave.
Don't worry. At least we have a potential spy in the tower. The mission wasn't a complete wash. And don't mind Liko. He thinks that unless someone gets tortured, the information is worthless. That says more about him than it does about you, to be honest.
Szczerze, wiedziałem, że to będzie miało taki wykłowisty, dalekosiężne konsekwencje, no ale... No, z jednej strony pedofil na wolność, no ale z drugiej... To jest tak jakby poświęcenie jednostki dla dobra reszty, no. Tak jakby no na wojnie nie można być takim... No. Aha. Wamon, Stramon. Właśnie! To jednak była łapanka, no. O. Nie udało mi się jej zapobiec. Och, uparty. No. Tak. Mogłem moje czyny pokierować lepiej. Mogłem go torturować i potem. Och, fuck.
Who's there? You? However did you get here?
Ty? Kruk? Ptasi śpieg? Kto to był? Był za... No kruk krukowi nierówny, no. Czwartek, 10 sierpnia 2220. A, czyli wracamy z powrotem do naszej Zoe Castillo chyba. O Jezu, ona ma przesrane z okiem. Zapomniałem. A nie. Ona chce śnić. O Jezu, nie, nie, nie. Nie, 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 nie. Nie zakładaj tego. Potrafisz zrobić to bez. No chyba, że potrzebujesz. Boże. Jak desperacki sim, kurczę, za ten. No wiem. To się ta kontrola, ale... Och. Dobra, dziennik nam wszystko powie, co tu się odwaliło. Nie wiem, czy nam... No, ja nie pamiętam, którego ja czytałem. Denerwuje mnie strasznie to, że gra tego pokazuje wszystko jako zamknięte. Ja nie wiem, czy to czytałem. A nie, dobra, kojarzę. Filiżanki latające kojarzę spotki, czyli to jest niewczesne popołudnie czytałem. Dobra. Och, chociaż moja pamięć działa. No witaj, Europolis, ten upalny poniedziałek. Jesteś do bań. Pora poszukiwać pozytywów. Dostałam dzisiaj wolne. Ada udała się na spotkanie w kapsztadzie. Dopóki jutro się nie zgłosi, nie mam nic do roboty. Mnóstwo czasu na bezcelowe łażenie propaści i nudzenie się do utraty zmysłów? Punkt dla mnie. Oczywiście, najpierw wizyta u terapeuty. Wszyscy wiemy, co o tym sądzę. Zoe z przyszłości lub moje wścibskie dzieci, wnuki, hakerzy. Już się tym nie zachwycam. Mimo okazji do podziwiania wdzięku i pięknych włosów, są cudowne, Romana, męczy mnie to ciągłe gadanie o sobie. Nie chcę myśleć, co on o tym sądzi. Nie zapomnij też o dziwnym flircie, który miał miejsce. Na pewno czuję jego konsekwencje. Aha, czuję, w szczególności, że on cię ostatnio zdradził. Sama się o nie prosiłam, nie wiem, co sobie myślałam. Błąd, doskonale wiem, co sobie myślałam. Zła Zoe, bardzo zła Zoe. Roma pewnie spyta mnie o Rezę. Chociaż powinnam z nim o tym porozmawiać, tak naprawdę to ostatnie, o czym chciałabym opowiadać. Przynajmniej na tę chwilę. Czy zerwaliśmy? Pokłóciliśmy się? On wyszedł. A ja nie próbowałam się nawet z nim skontaktować. Minęło kilka dni. Co teraz? Nie wiem, nie jestem pewna, czemu o to nie walczy. Źle się to zapowiada. Smutno mi nały, że po tym wszystkim, co przyszliśmy z Rezą, zwyczajnie się rozstaniemy. Ale wspólna historia to niewystarczający powód, żeby się do siebie kleić. Zobaczymy. Myśl pozytywnie, Zoe. Masz wolne. O, tak. Czwartek. Serio? Już? Co? Następny czwartek? Cholera. Drogi pamiętniczku, pytasz, co nowego? No nic. Spędzam tylko każdą godzinę życia, zastanawiając się, czy postąpiłam właściwie. To wszystko. Od ponad tygodnia ciągle siedzi mi to w głowie, czy przekazanie danych Saliemu i ręce było dobrą decyzją. Osobiście, personalnie wydaje mi się taka gazetka, to myślę, że to było gites majonez. Posunięcie. Ciągle pracują nad artykułem i powinni go skończyć jeszcze dzisiaj lub jutro. Wiem, że spędzili kupę czasu na uwierzytelnianiu wszystkich informacji. Sali chce porozmawiać ze mną jeszcze raz, zanim publicznie tekst. Wiedzą, że artykuł sporo namieszcza, gdy tylko go opublikują. Chyba dobrze postąpiłem, prawda? Prawda? Nie czekam z ostępnie na reakcję Barutiego, kiedy opublikują artykuł. W końcu wciąż pracuję dla kampanii, przynajmniej w teorii. Baruti dostanie białej gorączki. Od poniedziałku prawie wcale nie grałem z Rezą. Odbyliśmy wtedy okropną, wstrętną rozmowę, sztuczną i wymuszoną, jakbyśmy się nie znali. Ach, jak to możliwe? Po tylu latach przyjaźni i przerwanego związku? Jak dwoje ludzi może się kochać, jednocześnie czując ze sobą niezręcznie? Właśnie, tak niezręcznie. Dlatego się ze sobą nie kontaktowaliśmy. Tak dłużej być nie może. Musimy rozmawiać, przyjaźnić się. Tak się da, prawda? Głupia ze mnie idealistka, wiem. Cholera, Zoe, musisz próbować. Po wszystkim, co razem przeszliśmy, nie możemy skończyć jak dwie obce sobie osoby. Mam popołudnie spotkanie z sali. Musimy przedyskutować kilka szczegółów dotyczących artykułu z punktu widzenia. A to na pewno pozwoli mi wyjść ścieżki. Nie utrudnia mi życie, a ja się przecież wyrabiam. Projekt idzie dobrze, zasłużyłem sobie na odpoczynek. Jestem dumna z tego, co osiągnęliśmy. Trzymam kciuki, żeby za kilka tygodni udało się wypuścić ostatnią partię glonów i oczyścić rzekę w propaści. Jeśli się nam powiedzie, mamy zagwarantowane wsparcie finansowe, a wszystkie rzeki będą czyste. Tak, czyste. Czyste. Niezłe osiągnięcie. No faktycznie, Zoe, niezłe. Ale... Zoe, kochana, i cała groja wie, że sugerujecie mi, żebym odpalił się konsolę snów, ale to w następnym odcinku. Ewentualnie spróbujemy udać się do Saliego, jeśli nas gra wypuści, ale widzę chyba inaczej, że już nawet nie mam opcji na drzwiach. Dobra, wystarczy powiedzieć, ciąg dalszy nastąpi.